Hello guys and welcome to the moon. My name is Carl and I'm here to bring you this cryptocurrency video. And I want to tell you guys that I am so excited about the Bitcoin price because we're breaking into new all-time highs. It seems every single week now. It's becoming the new normal. And I think so far we have seen nothing yet. I believe that sure, 40k is cool, 50k is cool, 60k is cool. But guys, let me remind you that $100,000 is the huge psychological level that Bitcoin is about to break literally any week now. We could literally wake up tomorrow and it could be at 100,000. Well, maybe not really. But honestly, in the next few weeks, one of these days when you wake up, Bitcoin is going to be at $100,000. And I believe that when we reach 100,000, imagine, I believe that every single news station, every single newspaper, every single website, everyone is gonna have a title. Bitcoin just broke $100,000, and it's gonna be literally everywhere. And all the big YouTubers, even outside of crypto, are gonna talk about it. Everyone on Twitter is gonna make a tweet about it. And I think that the whole world is going to absolutely blow up in terms of marketing around Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin broke $10,000, we saw something similar, a huge surge of interest. But now we are so much further ahead. When we broke 10,000, it was a completely different ball game. The institutions were not there. The institutions are coming in right now. And the institutional backing is, in my opinion, what's going to further legitimize Bitcoin so that everyone will now feel like it's okay to talk about Bitcoin. It's now okay to buy Bitcoin and be public about it because Elon Musk, he bought Bitcoin. Tesla has $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin on the balance sheet. So it's now okay. It's actually completely legit to buy Bitcoin. And I think that the mainstream is starting to realize this. And that's why I think that when we break $100,000, this is going to be an absolutely fantastic thing. We're going to have to celebrate, of course. But what happens when we break 100,000 and all of these news outlets start talking about Bitcoin is that the mainstream, in a very, the absolute widest range of the concept mainstream is going to go into Bitcoin. Every single person in the whole world will know about Bitcoin because every single newspaper, like I said, every single news publication will talk about it. So I believe that there will be a huge amount of Google searches for Bitcoin, more than we've ever seen before. And because right now we are not seeing any crazy amounts of Google searches for Bitcoin. We're seeing, back in the $20,000 top in 2017, that was a huge spike in the Google searches. What I'm saying now is that we're not only going to surpass the 2017 levels, we're gonna way surpass that. And I think that, we're 7-8 billion people in the world. I believe that many billions of these people are going to search for Bitcoin. So we're talking about billions of Google searches, and everyone is going to be interested in buying Bitcoin. So the mainstream will jump in and they will push this bubble maybe up to, who knows guys, but way above 200,000, way above 300,000. I think it's very possible that in this bull cycle we could go as high as $600,000 to $700,000 with the help of the mainstream and with the help of the institutions. And of course there will be a big bear market after that, so we want to take profits, of course. I've made a few videos about that. If you want to see these videos, I will leave a link or a card right here so you can go watch how to take profits, when to sell Bitcoin, because I think it's very important to know about that. So you have to go watch that video. And what about Ethereum? Will Ethereum perform just as well as Bitcoin? Well, I believe that Ethereum is most likely going to perform equally as good as Bitcoin, probably, maybe even slightly better. But this does not mean that I'm pushing my Bitcoin into Ethereum right now. No, I do hold exposure to Ethereum, so I'm fine with that. I don't feel any FOMO if Ethereum goes up because I hold slightly more than 10% of my portfolio in Ethereum. And the reason why I have exposure to Ethereum is because I am bullish. I mean, there's so much adoption going on for Ethereum right now. All the projects are using Ethereum. Of course, there are problems with gas fees. And of course, you can go and buy the competitors, because the competitors will also probably do very well. But I am bullish on Ethereum. I think that Ethereum has also had a big legitimization. I believe that when institutions go into Bitcoin, the second altcoin they will be buying, or the second coin they will be buying, is Ethereum. So Ethereum is basically the first altcoin that the institutions will be looking into, and I believe that institutions will be jumping into Ethereum. So I see a very bright future for Ethereum and altcoins in general, but I think still that in the bull cycle, there will be altcoins that do very well, but all of these altcoins, they will crash much harder than Bitcoin in the coming bear market. So with Bitcoin, you can buy now and you can hold it for 5, 10, 20 years without a problem. With altcoins, including Ethereum actually, I would hold it now. I would try to take as much profits as I can in the end of this bull cycle before we see the bear market, because look at Ethereum in the previous bear market. It dumped absolutely like crazy. I think we went from $1,600 all the way down to way below $100 even. So like, I might be wrong on the exact numbers there, but guys, altcoins, no matter which one, no matter how bullish you are on your altcoin, all of these altcoins will crash much harder than Bitcoin in the bear market. So I've said in my previous videos that I will probably sell 5 to 10% of my Bitcoin towards the top of the bubble. But when it comes to my altcoins, I will probably sell most of my altcoins towards the end of the bubble. Like 70-80% of all of my altcoins, maybe even more. Remember, this is exactly what I did in the previous bear market. In the beginning of 2018, slightly after the top of the altcoin bubble, I sold all of my altcoins in huge profits, went straight into Bitcoin, and I held my Bitcoin throughout the whole bear market. And only like 1.5 years later, I started to actually reaccumulate my altcoins, including Ethereum and including a couple of other ones. And right now I do hold exposure to Ethereum. I hold exposure to some DeFi coins. And I think that it makes sense to diversify your portfolio slightly. But like I said before, you don't want to miss out on Bitcoin. If you are sitting there with like 50% of your portfolio in altcoin, that's very risky. And I would suggest you shift over some of that into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the only crypto that will be here forever and ever and ever and ever. Very important. And right now, we're seeing a historic amount of money printing. The quantitative easing we're seeing currently is absolutely historical. Absolutely historical. And this only begs the questions, how much further can they print without the dollar collapsing? And I really truly believe that the dollar will collapse. I mean, it's actually inevitable. It's not a matter of opinion. The dollar is going to collapse. It's a factual thing, because if you look at the history of money, you can see that thousands and thousands of fiat currencies in the world, they have all, literally every single one of them throughout the history of humankind, have all went to zero. They all collapsed. So the dollar shouldn't be any different. The dollar will also collapse. And the question is, what's going to happen? Well, I believe that people are going to look for an alternative, and Bitcoin is the best alternative in the world. Gold has been the best alternative for thousands of years to fiat currencies, but the world is now different. The world is digital, and we need a digital decentralized money, and that's Bitcoin. So, I mean, Bitcoin could go to $700,000 by the end of this year, based on what I've said in this video. The institutions and the mainstreams are coming in. But guys, if the dollar collapses before the end of the year, which is actually possible, then no kidding, Bitcoin could go to even millions of dollars by the end of this year. Because not only would the dollar get inflated, so the value of Bitcoin or the price of Bitcoin would go up, even though maybe the value doesn't go up just as much, because yeah, the inflation will basically make sure that the numbers go up in Bitcoin just because of inflation. But what I'm saying here is that when this inflation takes place, people will start to buy Bitcoin, not only because they want their portfolio to go up in value, but now they will be buying Bitcoin because they have no other choice. Literally, Bitcoin is their lifeboat, and they're just hanging on by a thread financially, and they need to buy Bitcoin. It's not a matter of wanting to buy Bitcoin anymore, and that's why I think that this cycle could maybe go higher than previous cycles, because it's literally a new game plan. It's a new scenario. People are getting robbed by the banks through inflation, so they need Bitcoin. And we're already seeing this in a few countries around the world, smaller countries or emerging markets, where inflation is already getting very high. Many people are flooding to Bitcoin. What I'm saying is that this is going to happen on a global scale very soon. And if I were you, I would buy Bitcoin right now if you didn't do that already. Get exposure to Bitcoin, get exposure to Ethereum. And remember, if you want to support my channel, if you like these videos, go down below this video. You will find my affiliate links. All of the links below this video, if you click them and actually use my links, I will get a kickback, and I appreciate that so much. And as you've seen in my videos also, I try to give away to charity as much as I can. So down below this video, you will find a link to a charity for poor children. I think it's very important to give to charity. And the best way you can support me, because I don't take any donations. Take these donations and give them to charity instead. The best way you can support me is to just smash the like button down below this video and click my affiliate links, and then just buy Bitcoin and hold it for the future. I appreciate that so much, because I know how much it means for me to hold Bitcoin. And if you hold Bitcoin and get rich off of it, then that means a lot to me, because you guys are my family here. We are family together. My YouTube channel, it's our YouTube channel. We're like 330,000 people now here. It's absolutely insane. We're the biggest Bitcoin trading channel in the world, and we are the most profitable Bitcoin trading channel in the world. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. And actually, I just remembered the best way you can support me and my channel is to share these videos. So if you go down below this video, you will find the share link. Just click share and post this on Twitter, on Facebook. Send it to your mom, send it to your sister, send it to your fiance, whoever. Send it to someone. All of these links, they will give some energy to my YouTube channel, because Google and YouTube, they love these backlinks. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. This is it for this video. Please leave a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't seen my Bybit tutorial, click it right here, right now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.